Hi, folks, and welcome to episode 11 of the Sun Sunday Spy Show. I'm Jiff the Fireman.
I'm Hot Mama Alex.
And we are here this week with Mr. and Mrs. Pepper Bay from Mojave Green Hot Sauce, Lancaster, California. Bring them in.
Let's bring them in.
What's up, Pepper Bay and Mrs. Pepper Bay? How are we today?
Not bad. How about yourself, guys?
All right. How's the weather down there in Lancaster? Is it nice?
Beautiful today.
Today it's not cold and the sun's out, so it's great. Yeah.
Not windy. Windy is the thing that happens down here. Wind is insane, so it's nice to get a break from the 40 miles an hour there.
Yeah, we get the rain where we are, and
it gets pretty windy here too because we have it straight off the ocean, kind of similar, like
Right.
For sure.
we're the furthest point away.
and there's
Contiguous.
no mountains in the way, so that'll do
Yeah,
it.
Just mountains everywhere. You just get
Yeah,
stuck in the wind.
we're essentially
The
in a
wind gets
giant
stuck,
bowl.
yeah.
I think it's a vortex of some sort. I don't know weather stuff. But I would just
Something
assume
like
that
that.
the bowl and it's hot, like it would be constantly, the heat would be constantly rising, and the cold air would be constantly like, rushing in and just giving you dust devils everywhere.
Yeah, I suppose in the winter that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah, in the winter, yeah.
So awesome. So let's hear about how you got started making sauce.
Okay, so let's I guess in order to talk about how I started with the hot sauce, I should tell a little bit about myself and my background. So I graduated Le Cordon Bleu in Portland 11 years ago. Right away, I wanted to learn every facet that I could about the cooking industry, whether that was food carts, which are huge up in Portland, or something to multi-million-dollar kitchens. Is where right after Le Cordon Bleu, I went and worked at big resorts like Sun Valley, Idaho, which is one of the premier ski resorts in the country. I worked in a private island in Alaska where you got to take 2 float planes to get there. Only 12 guests a night, super hoity-toity kind of establishment. But in doing that, I've worked with people that have been underneath Thomas Keller to, small town people that have incredible talent. So I've been able to pick up a lot of that stuff along the way in building my repertoire as far as what I can do and what flavors I can create. And before I got introduced to this wonderful pepper family that we're a part of, I thought that I could handle heat, and I was wrong. Compared to everybody else that I was, I'm friends with, I could handle heat like nobody business. I was eating ghost peppers like candy. I thought that was impressive, and it's quite clearly not guy who downs a whole bottle of Da Bomb, which I've told all my friends to go check out that video because it's ridiculous. It's
But if you look at this one, I got this one last night. That's the
Oh my God,
no tapping.
That's funny.
oh man, see that's rough. That whole spoonful thing going oh my God.
It was.
And that hot sauce is no joke.
It was
I put
enjoyable.
my pinky in it and it made my mouth burn for about an hour. So
Yeah, I do like this much.
I
I
like
barely look at it.
I felt bad because Travis was suffering, and I'm like, man, I'm prepped. I've been prepping for this. And Travis is like, "What? How did you prep?" I'm like, "I was prepping with your tincture." And that's what I've been doing. I've been taking his tincture.
Yeah.
And so now I've got a
So-
nice Jim Snow magnet sticker on there.
So you got involved with the heat. You realized that you weren't as bad as you thought you were,
Yeah.
and then you decided you
Right.
wanted fun.
Well, what's crazy with how much I loved eating hot foods throughout the years, especially from different cultures and stuff, is I had never even thought about making my own hot sauce. So when the pandemic rolled around, and LA's been one of the worst situations as far as cooking jobs go, so you kind of just got to figure it out. So I saw, there's a saying, if you want to affect globally, you need to think locally. So I thought, I looked at my town, and my town had no jobs to offer. It's a small town in Mojave, California, so I thought, what better way than to help out my community by creating something that obviously would be a job for myself, but could potentially create other jobs for my community as well. So I created Mojave Green after the one you're about to try, the Mojave Green original. As soon as I made that sauce, it was literally the first batch I had made, and as soon as I tried, I said, "This is the one," and I need to make a hot sauce company. So, yeah,
That logo.
that beauty right there.
I think
And
that's Mojave hot sauce. So this was your first hot sauce.
yes, that was the first one I made, and from there the ideas just started coming. So
You're gonna not be able to.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, we're just discussing which ones we should try in what order. We always like to
You're
go
good.
mild to hot.
Yeah, we already got the like early go ahead from Pepper Bay here, and we found out which strength, so that we can go from basically from the mild hatchling mustard all the way up to the red mamba. I love the sound of that.
Oh my gosh, that was scary.
When you're tasting hot sauces, it's always smart to do the hottest ones last, because I've made the mistake before. I've tried a hot one and one of his, and I go back to one of my mild ones and I go, I don't know, I can't taste anything.
Can't even taste it. Yep. Exactly.
I'll take them all.
Yeah, I don't, because I think that compared to normies, sure, I have a good heat tolerance, but compared to these mad mofos, sofos,
Nothing.
I done it all. I'm way down here, so I get it. But I'm actually looking forward to getting started on some of these. So
So real quick, that's another thing I saw is a need that a lot of hot sauces out there. There, a lot of people that are on the normies, everything's too hot to them, so all they taste is the heat. They don't taste any of the flavor. So one of the main premises of the company is flavor over heat. That's the main thing I'm trying to accomplish. Even if it burns you later, at least you could say, "Damn it, that was tasty though." Another thing that we do is 10% of every bottle that's purchased, 10% of that goes right into the community of Mojave. Whether that's right now during the COVID situation, it's been towards the food banks and people that have been assisting with, feeding this local community. And when Sons of Fire members purchase sauce from me, they can either choose to get 20%, get an extra 10% off their bottle, or they can have that extra 10%. So 20% of that bottle would go straight to the community of Mojave. So that's another thing we try to do. It's all about giving back. That's what the Sons of Fire is all about. And that's what, after I had started this company, when I found the Sons, it was like, oh, this is a match made in heaven. This is beautiful.
It is perfect.
So, yeah, it was weird because when I was talking to you when I was first getting these, and you told me that it was going, I was like, right on, man. That's friggin' awesome that people do care about their community enough to be strong and at least vocal about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, props off to you.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Appreciate it.
So I wanted also to say hi to Sean Henson and Double J Squared. Look at that. JJ Squared is there. James Jackson, Heiko, and the Midge, who was doing like roadhouse shots at like 2 a.m. and stuff.
Man, I tell you what, that 2-liter chug is coming. I'm gonna do it. I just need to find a beer bong.
These chugs just keep getting bigger and bigger.
So I think we're gonna get started on trying some of these. I'm looking forward to it. So we've got this I think is the lowest heat level that we have.
The hatchling.
So would you call this like a spicy mustard, or is it a mustard flavored hot sauce?
It's a sauce.
Well, I didn't toast the hatch chilies. In my opinion, I'm not properly set up to give that justice as far as roasting them. But so you're not going to get that real heat that you get associated with hatch chilies as far as like normal products.
Scent though.
Normally mustard gives you that powerful
vinegar.
What I'm
whether it's
smelling is very,
yeah, but I mean,
it's a nice like honey mustard scent. It's that kind of mild, like, yeah, it smells like a dressing, like really that kind of a mustard.
Say put it on. I haven't done it yet. Oh, sorry, I haven't done it yet, but I think on a salad, like a ton of these, I'm like, oh, that would be good on a salad. Maybe I just like salads.
Yeah,
I don't know.
all my sauces.
An avocado, center of an avocado.
Oh. All my sauces are vinegar based, so they're no. I don't use any kind of shelf stabilizer or anything like that. So my sauces are going to be a little bit looser, but I believe in the less stuff you put in your product, the better the product's going to be. To be honest, so
that mustard's good.
I like it.
I know.
You know what? I'd really like this really good like dipper, for like fried.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh, look, well, you do this.
One thing I actually did was I actually took some hatch chilies and I cross cut them lengthwise into strips. I breaded them and then I fried them up, and I actually dipped the hatch chilies in the hatch mustard, and that was really, really nice.
That was amazing. Yeah, so like deep fry something, put that in there, and that's this is like an awesome dipping sauce
on everything.
For everything.
You know what it puts me in mind of?
I put it on a taco too. It'd be a really good taco sauce.
Oh, there you go.
What's that one that
some lingua? Oh,
the one that restaurant in Trinidad.
Oh, it reminds me of Larapin sauce.
Yeah, but not.
But spicier.
But no, yeah, Larapin is more. You know, this is obviously on a bagel with cream cheese.
Yes.
Oh, bagel with cream cheese for sure. Or a nice breakfast sandwich.
You could put like cream cheese,
probably
bagel, cream cheese, salmon. Yeah. Then this
be good with lox.
This would be like perfect.
Grab lox.
I do.
I really like mustard on my pizza. Everyone thinks I'm weird for that, but it's amazing, and that sauce is my favorite by far, and I love it on my pizza. It's so good.
People are weird.
This looks to me like being on the table.
I know.
People are weird.
I think you need to make like big bottles of this one.
Yeah, that one's really good. You could use that. Large.
I have a big bottle of the
fridge.
We got a big bottle.
We'll talk about this real quick. So with so these are the new bottles. So my new bottles look like this. Nice. And what's great about these is you're never gonna have to worry about them breaking during shipping. Wow. So I was really tired of getting send bags. Not that obviously if a product breaks, you call me, you're getting new products sent to you right away. But this fixes a big issue that I think a lot of us have. So
I like
not only right, plus it's childproof, so the kiddos can't get into it. Especially if it's your favorite hot sauce, you don't want the kiddos using all of it. But not only that, but it's 6 ounces. So you buy a bottle of mine, you get 1 extra ounce that the competitors don't give you. But I do have big bottles coming out, and this is a 16-ounce bottle. It doesn't look like it's that big, but trust me, there's 16 ounces. And this right here is actually the serpent syrup that we have, which is a pancake syrup, where I toast off some chilies and I put it in some maple syrup. And it's great on chicken and waffles. Oh my gosh.
That sounds really good.
Those big bottles, we call them Heiko size.
Heiko size.
Yeah, definitely. Heiko's got a couple of those too.
Next up, we have Sidewinder. So Sidewinder is a kind of snake, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. So Sidewinders is just like essentially your normal brown snake, desert dwelling. So because it's usually non-venomous, that's why I went with a lower point as far as the name's concerned. A lot of the names, if you look up these types of snakes, usually they have something to do with the ingredients that are used or how venomous they are. Like the red mamba's the hottest one I put out so far, so that's why it's the red mamba. I can't use the name the black mamba for multiple, obviously, reasons on trademarks, but so I went with red mamba.
It's got the consistency of like a vinaigrette, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, this is so good.
Ooh.
Salad like crazy, this one.
Okay, this one I really
with a nice little tingly.
I like the tart. That immediately like tart and then the heat hits you.
Right, don't put that away. One more.
Ooh, it's really nice. So
it really is.
It's great as a marinade.
Oh man,
I'm definitely tasting like is there some lime in there? Too. Something very citrusy and tart.
There's definitely some one ingredient that I like to use that a lot of people don't use, but it's very cheap and available pretty much anywhere, is little cuties. It's a great flavor and it gives you a beautiful tartness that rounds very nicely.
We love cuties.
Well, as you can see, we like it. We're already a quarter of it.
That's a nice one. I really like that. It has a nice spice to it too. Like it's not as mild as this one, but it's definitely one that just it hits you and then it fades. And so I think it's a good like intro sauce, you know, for somebody who's like just starting to get into hotter sauces.
Yeah, definitely. This would be like an excellent intro sauce where, you know, it feel, you know, well, to me, I know it just tastes like pepper. But I mean,
it's got a nice, but I like the flavor of it. I like the complexity of it. It's got that tartness, and it's got that oh
man, I'd use this instead of like almost the Tabasco.
What is the? There's another layer of it.
More of it now, so we gotta put that away.
Garlic.
So I'm finding all the pockets.
There's lots of garlic in there. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm one of those people that likes garlic to where, like, you know, say I go out to a restaurant, I get something super garlicky. If my girlfriend's not going to kiss me the rest of the night, that's fine with me because that was delicious. Yeah, so.
I love garlic. One of my favorite recipes is chicken and 40 cloves.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Garlic and just bake that.
Yeah, I just use.
And then we just eat the whole thing.
You
and
just
then
squish the garlic out and put it on bread. Yeah.
6 hours later, the farts come with that stuff.
You got it. Roasted.
Even then,
it's still gonna be farty.
I'm like trumpet friggin'
party.
I'm telling you.
Oh, pit vipers. Now it looks like we're getting a little bit more venomous here.
Right. So the pit vipers. Pit vipers are more known for like being South America, so that's where you're getting that coming from.
Oh, I can smell that like very southwest, South American kind of that smell. I don't know. It's really hard.
That roasted chili smell, I think, is and that ancho. So when I use my chipotles, they come in ancho. Obviously, ancho sauce. The ancho sauce creates such a great base already. But when you tumble and you blaze the peppers, you blister them just right. And I don't like to scrape off the peppers. Some people, after they blister them, they like to throw that away. I like that bitterness there, especially because if you put enough sweet peppers in there, it'll round it out anyway. And I think that's what this one does.
Exactly.
Very smoky.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
It's got that sweetness for sure, but then it finishes with that bitter bite. Ooh.
And the smoke is perfect.
I like the smoke. I love smoke.
I knew you should like this.
This actually kind of reminds me of strange, but it's like a peaty smoke, kind of like a Scotch. You know that Islay smoke that you get in a Scotch. This is kind of what that is reminding me of, like a Lagavulin or something.
Yeah, and it doesn't end.
Oh yeah,
which I seem like somebody who would know his Scotches. I just assume.
You know what's great is I've got some mash going right now that's just jalapeno and habanero with some vinegar and some Jameson, and you know it's so the musk is so beautiful. It's almost like a good cheese, and that might sound super weird, but there's definitely going to be a sauce that comes from that. So.
This is really nice. I really like this pit viper.
I'm losing all of these lower sauces. I'm definitely losing them.
Well, no, I don't use sauce quite as quick as he does.
Yeah, but you know.
I'm dripping it.
You'll be loving those.
In my hand.
Well, and that's another thing. I wanted to come out with sauces that flew off the table as opposed to you only bring it out once in a while. So especially to build the brand. So if somebody's using my table sauce and then they want to venture into other sauces, it seemed like a perfect route to go.
I really like this pit viper a lot.
On eggs.
Oh yeah, it's very
breakfast.
Very breakfast, yes. But it's
wait till you try the Mojave green. Oh man. That Mojave green on eggs is like
good though. I like them.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Next one. Okay, so we're gonna. I love a nice hot green sauce.
Yeah. You know the one thing that I noticed is I love the myriad of colors.
Yeah, it's very colorful.
Very colorful.
Oh,
you know,
so pretty.
It's not like,
all of them together.
You know.
I'm like, can you?
I don't use preservatives, and that's why I can easily accomplish these bright, beautiful colors because I'm not using xanthan and I'm not using any shelf stabilizer. So it really pops, and especially when you're using fresh product.
We'll put them in.
Oh, they're good. They're stable. The vinegar percentage, you're totally fine as far as keeping them on the countertop or refrigerating. It's all up to you.
Just ferment anyways, right?
pH balance would be
Ooh,
good.
ooh,
Yeah, I
such a
always
nice
keep them in
smell.
the fridge.
Oh, I like the smell of this already.
It's very unique. It's definitely my unique take on Verde.
Yeah,
Can you see the bubbles in this?
probably not. But
Yeah, you can.
yeah, you can. Tiny little.
Tiny bubble. How cute.
I know, but it smells great.
Smells so good.
You know,
I'm looking forward to this one. Oh my
look at
God.
that.
This is bread and butter vinegar that I use
Bread and butter
to
vinegar.
accomplish this flavor. Yeah,
Nice. I love bread and butter pickle.
right, right.
Yep.
So with this
one too. This one's gone. No, you've got this one. This one's gone. I'm telling you.
It's
Taste it. It's the perfect. It's the perfect spice for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because the heat will come in on the end just ever so slightly, and that's perfectly how she
So
likes it.
bread and butter.
I better get another taste of it now. While I
the snapness of the flavor, but that smooth undertone of the butter that finishes along with everything. Like I said, when I made this batch and when I made that recipe, it was like this is I need to do a hot sauce company. So
so good.
Yes.
It really is.
Oh,
So, I'm looking for more.
such an interesting flavor. No,
So different.
it really is. It's so funny. It's taking me back to my childhood when I used to go steal bread and butter pickles from my
Yeah,
grandparents.
relish? No, it isn't.
Because my parents never bought them. I don't think I've ever bought bread and butter pickles. I just remember stealing from my grandpa.
And of course,
His cocktail fridge.
you can just coat a sandwich.
All right.
That's so good. You know what? I would love to put this on a just a cheese and pickle sandwich. Perfect.
Like I said, I like putting it on my eggs. Honestly, it's a real like that, almost like that Verde flavor that comes out alongside with eggs. It's just delicious. That's one of my favorites for sure.
Definitely put it on eggs. I'd put it on. I love it on probably a sunny side up egg, and like put it on top and then poke it and then mix the yolk.
Nature's butter.
If this is
Nature's butter.
tomorrow morning, that isn't gone by tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have it with some poached eggs. While
It won't be gone tomorrow morning. I don't eat that much. I mean, I do. I don't eat that much stuff. So
We've got the Tim Robbins up next.
next we have
The two.
the snake redemption.
Shaw Snake Redemption.
Yay.
So I'm gonna do a little shout out to my homie Derek Shaw. He's a wrestler. During the COVID situation, he was over in New Zealand training, and he actually got stuck there at the Fail Dojo. So he ended up training for a lot longer. This guy's an up and comer. I was very proud to partner with him to help get his name out as well as my name out there. Derek Shaw. So you got the Shaw Snake Redemption. It's very Asian inspired toasted sesame. You got plum, you've got green onion, you've got vinegar, you've got ghost pepper. Honestly, I think it's amazing in ramen.
Yes.
In ramen.
Okay, so smells nice and like
I love the color on
you
it.
can definitely. Ooh, interesting. It's very fresh smelling.
Very much so.
It's not very strongly scented at all. It's
all in the taste.
It's very.
He's hiding the gosh darn
yeah.
friggin' ghost peppers. I can look at them.
I can see it. I'm all. Oh
yeah,
wow!
Look at those little.
All these. Like,
oh, come on, see, let's put a good amount.
Always good.
I know, but look at the color. What is that color? Purple.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot tell what I'm tasting here, and I usually can. I gotta figure this out again. It's tricky.
very much.
Miso?
That one, when we first did it, the first batch looked super like white in color. It was really unique in that sense for a hot sauce. It was really, really light colored. It was really almost white. But then by day 2, after that plum starts to go through all of it, it turned purple real fast.
The uniqueness of the plum, the green onion, and the toasted sesame is that flavor that's been created. It's almost like umami, but it's like a little bit sweeter.
Flavors have all melded into a different flavor entirely.
Yeah, it makes me want to just.
It's really different. It's really good. I'm like, what am I tasting? Okay, I can taste the plum, I can taste the sesame, but it's more than the sum of its parts. It's become an immersive property.
Yeah, and like none of these now are
this
by
is
any
really
means
nice.
like super hot. These they do have like a decent heat, but you know, all
this is my favorite.
Yeah, that one's definitely hot for Mrs. Pepperbait. So she tried some of those hard candies that I sent out, and she tried just like I just barely touched a toothpick to her tongue, and she went crying and cursing at me, yelling out the the other room. So her tolerance definitely isn't there for sure.
And I ate the heck out of that thing. I was trying to keep it, so I ate all the little pieces around it, and then I'm like, well, no one's gonna notice the barrel missing. And slowly, then I was just left. For now, I might as well eat it.
Well, and even with that raspberry flavor was really, that one's good. Perfect.
Yeah. All of these are good, and like I say, you have the perfect scale of heat. They're still not going up to where they're super.
So this is like a super. So I'm looking at your
what is that?
Crate snake. I wanted to say karate snake, but it's crate snake. It's very homogeneous. It's not chunky like your other ones. This one's really
this one's very fluid. The viscosity is definitely a lot looser on this one. So the crate is a play on carrot, but it's also the name of that snake. Right. Yes. It's got quite a bit of a punch.
Got a kick to it. I can smell it.
I'll tell you what
so you can smell the sweetness too, though. It's carrot.
Look at the color.
I really enjoy using brown sugar.
Beautiful.
I really enjoy using brown sugar. It doesn't darken the color of the hot sauce, but it adds a lot more depth to the sweetness aspect. Like I said, roasted vegetables with this is like it's the bee's knees. It's so yums.
Another solid one.
Flavor. I can definitely taste the brown sugar. It's like maple almost, but it's not maple, is it? It's just that caramelized, like.
Yeah, the brown sugar makes it, the sweetness.
But the brown sugar and the carrot, that's why it tastes like caramel, because I've caramelized my brown. This is how I cook carrots. I love roasting carrots with brown sugar. That's what I'm
100%.
I'm like,
absolutely.
So oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just took a swig. If it's too good, if we're doing it spoonfuls, just take a swig of it. It tastes much better.
Oh. It's like a drink.
That's what I just did.
It's see there. Maybe I need to start selling it as a drink. I get
good for cocktail mixes like Bloody Marys or
seriously, definitely Bloody Marys.
Yeah, she is a professional bartender. Really good at what she does. So yeah, that's what I was thinking too, except but
honestly, with this, you could make a martini out of it because you don't need that much of it. So I just
a little dirty martini. Hell yeah.
Great.
Little carrot stick.
Honestly, you guys, these are
with a little roasted carrot as a garnish. Oh yeah.
That would be super unique. If I went into a bar and I saw that, I'd be like, I'm coming back to this bar for sure. A carrot as a garnish.
When I open my own bar someday when I'm 60 and I'm, don't feel like working anymore, and I just feel like,
there you go.
Doing my own thing.
I hear you on that.
That's what I want to do. Is I want to have a speakeasy bar with like 4 seats.
I would love a restaurant with a chef's table of 8 people. Oh my God, I would kill for something like that.
Right?
Rent a small space and just serve 8 people a night. Oh,
Because
done.
it's totally exclusive, and you're like, sorry, I'm booked up for the next 4 months. Gonna have to.
Hell yeah.
Create demand.
That's not wait until the end of the night to see if a 20 top ends up coming at 15 minutes before closing. That's going, hey, I've only got 8 people to friggin' serve tonight, and that's it. That's beautiful.
Perfect. And they've paid for the experience already. You're like, oh, but that 8 top, they're giving me $2,000. So
I've got a friend of mine, Philip Franklin Lee. He owns about 4 spots in Encino. I'd work out there, but the commute's way too far for me. But he does some crazy things with one of his restaurants. He's got his normal restaurant, and then his chef's table has a completely different menu than everybody else. And it's 8 people that he literally talks to. He spoonfuls it out, tells you what the it's a beautiful thing, seeing somebody doing something beautiful like that in the industry. It's great stuff.
Oh man, it's so nice to be able to do that too. Like I live in such a small little community that it's just
yeah, very much so. Steve, actually, while we're talking to Steve Ballant says hi, Pepper Bay.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, Steve was down this,
Hey, Steve.
He was down last weekend, and he just found out just how hard it is to go out to eat in our town. There's only like 2 places.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not working right now. As a bartender, I've got plenty of labor at home.
The Candyman said,
right.
And then Facebook user says hello, and like I said, Facebook user.
So
if you want us to see who you are, you got to give your permission to.
This is amazing, and it's just a little bit of a lip tingle,
Bat
just a little lip tingle.
Bat Pants says Pepper Bay.
The other one.
So we've got one more. We got one last one.
Oh, every time I think about this, Mamba.
That was way too hot for me.
Yeah, this one is definitely very hot. Oh, one thing I forgot too is another thing that I do with my company is when you buy when people don't buy the full line of the sauce, say you buy only 2 bottles of different sauces, what you're going to get is something I call a snake bite. And that's about a 1.5 ounce sampling of one of the other sauces that's in my line, so that hopefully you try that sauce and go, oh, next time I'm going to order that 3rd sauce as well.
I like that because, honestly, it is always hard to tell what you're getting. Like when you're making an order online and you're just like, oh, okay, I like those ingredients. It's really nice. I like that idea where you're like, and do you kind of see what they've ordered and go, oh, maybe they'd like this one if they like that one. You kind of like,
yeah, we don't put a super, super hot one in somebody that's getting green and
if somebody's getting the lower end ones, I'm not going to throw one that's like crazy hot at them. Or if I do and they've been talking to me about trying something hotter, I might send them a little send them a little note along with it. There's also something that I send with my hotter sauces, and it's a very, very small perfume vial full of just enough dehydrated milk to fill a shot glass. So that way, if the hot sauce is too hot, you can use the snake bite antidote and use the milk to calm yourself.
That's funny.
Right. It's all about the marketing for sure.
Yeah, looking at those 6, to me, that's like complete family friendly.
Honestly,
With the crate snake being like the hottest.
They're a little bit spicy. They're spicy. They're definitely spicy. I'm not gonna. They have heat. I've got a little bit of a
but definitely
elevation of heat from having a bunch of them.
If you're looking for family range, that's perfect.
But definitely
And then if you want to add the Red Mamba.
Yeah, this one. It's funny because with the crates, this one smells so much hotter than it tastes.
Oh man, this is the smell I like.
Oh, I love the smell of it.
She's not gonna like the smell of this. I love the smell.
Nope.
So hot.
Okay, wait.
Nope. I promise it's very delicious. You're smelling a couple different reds, one of which is our Reapers. There's 3 different kinds of red super hots. Again, all that I got from a mailer that I got from Jared. It's very
Farmer J.
Farmer from Farmer
So-
J.
I'm telling you, man.
So
Farmer J's got some hot ooh, that is such a beautiful color though, like so red.
well, and I was smart enough to save some seeds. Obviously, if you get a mailer from Farmer J, you save some of those seeds if you're a smart man, you know. So I saved some seeds, and actually, this is the grow tent I've got shown in the background right now too. Got a couple babies in there, but yeah, I can't wait for you guys to try this. This is a good one.
Okay.
This reminds me of the sauce last night.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah,
It's hot.
Oh, man.
It's hot.
Good.
Yeah.
It's got flavor to it, even though it's super hot. It has
Yeah.
flavor first.
It's very
That's
flavorful.
good. That's what I'm going for.
Very fresh, actually. It's almost like biting into a hot pepper. Like it doesn't have that. Interesting. It is. It's like a lot of time it doesn't have that roasted like smoky taste. It tastes really fresh.
Right.
Mhm.
Very crisp.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost
Ooh.
immediately people started asking him for really, really hot. Really, really hot.
Yeah.
I want you to make some really hot stuff because you eat really hot stuff. So why don't you make really hot stuff? Make a really, really hot one.
You gotta have a really hot sauce for all the weirdos, but they're not gonna. It's not gonna sell. You gotta have a bunch of media.
Right.
that
Yeah.
wants to buy and use. I found that talking
Right.
to many, you talked to a lot of hot sauce producers over the last year, and
Oh, I bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Well, and
that's
again,
one
one of
one
the
common
adamant things of right.
And,
That's
you know,
that again, and that's one of the adamant things about the crisp flavor is just, you know, as fresh as I can make the product. And my ferment, I might ferment for like 3 or 4 days before I cook it out. Obviously, you know, to bring it to temperature for bottling and all, because everything's done properly. But at the same time, that I really am able to capture that crispness of the peppers, which I think a lot of people miss out on by trying to overload it with heat. You know, using extracts and stuff. I don't use extracts. It's all peppers.
This is very
Da
nice.
Bomb is. Oops, so sorry. Da Bomb is one of those really, really hot sauces
the
that
bomb is
all of the guys that he knows that we've seen.
It
all of
smells
you
like
guys,
straight
it's
gasoline.
not good flavor. Yeah, so it's hot. It might be super, super, super hot, but if it doesn't taste good going down, like let's make something better. So
No, that's our thing too. We
this
and
is good.
especially for me, I feel like my palate is a little bit more refined than his. I can actually taste the nuance.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm talking
more than
hot
you
for
can.
me, and not as an insult, this is about a 3 or a 4 for me.
Yeah, this is a nice
For
hot
sure.
sauce. It's not a
But
challenge
for a
sauce.
normie, it's gonna melt their face off.
Yeah,
but-
don't put this on your
Right.
Yeah, the
but, you
normies,
know,
yes.
these, I'm like 3 or 4 sauces that are hot. These are the ones that I'm like, man, this is this is going right to the front of the stuff. So this is mine, and you can have those. But I-
Green
I-
one.
you definitely can have that one. What I like about
the
this, though,
flavor on this is fantastic.
the amount of heat that
Top
you've
notch.
got for keeping it, it's really hard to get that level of heat and keep that level of freshness. Which I know because I've tasted 5,000 hot sauces this year.
You guys would know for sure.
Well, it's actually I never would have expected to be a hot sauce connoisseur because I always just I'm like, yeah, hot sauce is fine. But yeah,
You know,
I mean,
maybe
it's actually different.
maybe you could be the first hot sauce sommelier. You know,
There you go.
why not?
This one pairs well with.
This one, it smells
Oh
like
my
a
God,
hot
that's hard.
No, the pepper is Arkansas.
It was a very dry year.
you open up a hot sauce bar, call it Hot Toddies. Boom. Bada bing.
Anyway,
Hot mamas, hello.
Hot mamas, there you go.
you know, a lot of the sauces, a lot of the like super hot sauces, you know, a lot of them are Reaper forward, pepper forward. This has plenty of pepper, plenty of punch, definitely.
Mhm.
But the flavor is right there, top notch, right in there. It's not one where you're like, oh, this is hot and yuck, or oh, this is hot and it's sweet. You're like, oh, this is hot, but it's really tasty.
No, I feel like this one's definitely the best experience of like biting into a pepper, what that tastes like, you know, like that, because it is a different, that raw pepper taste is different than that hot
different
sauce.
for sure.
And I really
100%.
like crispness. That like, I guess the only word that I can use to describe it is fresh, because it's just
That's
the,
it. That's
the taste
what it
of
is.
the flesh of the.
Yeah, it's
You're
a
about
bite
that
into
side of
a ripe apple that's juicy. It's a bite into, you know, lettuce that you just cut into that has that like water crisp coldness to it. It's just fresh. Yeah, it's just fresh. Depending on the thing, it's just fresh. It just tastes good.
My ego is officially boosted right now. Yeah.
That was talking about looking at getting some of these. Just for his info,
Oh shit!
Carissa would be able to have the first 6, not a problem. You know, even with the crate snake being spicy, but she'd be able to handle it from what I've
If
seen
I
her
go
do.
out there, I bet Crumbs could even do the first 3.
Crumbs could do the first 3 easy.
Easy. She could probably do all 6 of them. But
Yeah, but I mean, you know, complete family friendly. And even this one is like, it's Jason would love this. It's one that, you know, because we don't always want a sauce that's going to burn our face. I mean, I do love the burn.
he likes to burn his face off.
I do love the burn, but a lot of the time, when I go to one of the numerous friggin' cupboards that we have hot sauce in.
And I'm terrible because I always I just take a favorite.
And I remember, wow, this one burnt my face off really a lot. Do I want to do that? But wait, this one was really tasty, and it was like in the medium range for me. So I have places like in the fridge. I've got the super hots, mediums, the lows.
See, look, okay, it was warm enough to make my face red.
Different levels.
But yeah, great tasting though. Great
Warm.
That's how you can tell. It gets my face red right here. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Right, you get little cheeks.
So I wanted to do a giveaway while we were on here, to where people couldn't like. There's a way that, you know, to make it so random. Is there a way for you guys to look up whatever like the 17th comment was on the stream?
Oh yeah, because we can actually look at the 17th comment total.
That was on all streams.
Because we've got several different streams, so we can actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, whoa. Pepper Schism. This is the 17th comment.
All right. So hit me up, buddy, and we'll get 3 sauces sent to you, okay?
Awesome. That's perfect. His comment is, I'm going to have some of your sauces soon.
Right.
Yeah, it's the perfect comment, man. I mean, it's perfect.
That's great.
And that actually, so that's Jason. So
Jason and Carissa.
Awesome. Jason and Carissa. They're in Texas right now. So
I think they're over at Carissa's parents.
Yeah, so I think they're safe, but
they'll be going back.
Oh yeah, Texas. Oh my God. I'm like, oh yeah, Texas. Texas.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at that. He was like, he was wishing you.
He said,
like,
pick me!
Pick me!
Yay!
Yeah, just so Miss Pepper Bay, I got a framed like picture of like Mr. Pepper Bay on my desk at work.
I've definitely told people. You know what's funny? You know what's funny is when you sent me that picture, we had literally just come from the store getting those printouts to send off. So it was hilarious to me that you had already done that because I was already sending one your way. That was perfect.
You don't even have to know. I'm like, you're gonna get like, I mean, it's perfect. The friggin' cardi, the bun. you got to make stickers of that. It's like perfect.
Oh man.
Oh, for sure. Stickers will definitely be coming soon.
Like that, the pepper falling. That one's going to be enough.
Yeah, I like that. Yes, I think a photo shoot is in order. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, just be like, hey, babe, I'm going to throw these down and just take a picture.
Well, I've got so I just shared on my Facebook page the pictures of these. A buddy of mine's in a complete hydro environment. He's growing those rainbow seeds that Nicole sent me from the pepper eating contest. So these peppers we planted them the last weekend in November. Shout out to Link for growing them. Appreciate you, brother. Right now, as of right now, there's about 150 flowers on each plant. So these are going to, I mean, they should be produce a lot of peppers. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them, but most definitely at least half of them are going to go right back to Sons, whether that's in a powder, a sauce, for pods for people to eat, or something like that, because you got to give back when the group gives. That's how we do things. But very excited for those because those pepper plants are blowing up. They're about 4 foot tall almost, so it's going to get crazy.
Awesome.
I mean, look at this. We got Bat Pants. He's already friggin' looking up. He's like, yeah, boy. You can see a review coming to his YouTube channel. And if you guys don't know, or anyone that follow Pepper Schism.
Pepper Schism.
He's got a great
on YouTube.
Yeah, if you saw the intros and the outros that we have on Sons of Fire, Reapers Roadhouse, and Temple of Fire, all of those are thanks to Jason Harrell from Pepper Schism. It was like amazing behind.
He does great things for the club.
Yeah, definitely. So if anyone wants to contact you, Mr. Pepper Bay, how do they go about it? Do they contact you, Chris Fisher, on Facebook, or what?
Yeah, you can find me, Chris Fisher, on Facebook. You can also look up Mojave Green Hot Sauce on Facebook. I don't have a team of people. You're still messaging me directly, even if you message the company. So hit me up there. I also have Chef Capsaicin, or you can also hit us up on Instagram as well.
Excellent. So anyone that wants to get any of these, I mean, and again, I'm not blowing smoke at you, brother. These are like damn really good top notes. I really love them. They're
actually,
really good.
For me, I was actually pleasantly surprised at the unique tastes that you got out of these, because there were, I mean, legitimately like, wow, what is this that I'm tasting right now is not something that I get very often. Like this one especially, like, wow, such an interesting combination of flavors. This one, such an interesting combination of flavors. I can really tell that you come from a chef background by the way that you combine flavors in unique and different ways.
Definitely. Even like I say, like the Red Mamba now has become my favorite go-to hot sauce. Obviously, I decided that when I drank like a quarter of it. I'm going to be using this on everything.
Yeah, so definitely
the colors are great. And for vinegar-based sauces, where a lot of times you
taste the vinegar way too heavy.
And the vinegar, none of it. You get the flavor of all of these coming through.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a perfect blend, perfect mashup. Perfectly well done, man.
Yeah, really nice. And I actually
great colors.
It's at first we were a little like, wow, the consistency is pretty, pretty loose. But having tasted them, I feel like that's exactly the right consistency for the taste, because you're going to want to use a fair amount of it, and you're going to want to let it like spread out into your food, rather than just
Yeah, because when I use thick sauces, I'm like, well, I got a big mouthful of that, which is what I like.
But, like this one, oh man, I'm definitely gonna stick this one on some eggs.
So good. Okay, for sure.
For sure. We really like doing if you put the Mojave Green in some sour cream and you have like a deep fried burrito, like a chimichanga. Oh my God, game changer. Oh. Perfect.
Got burritos too.
I love sour cream.
I got burritos and some curry chicken.
So yeah, these are real. I'm really happy with these. Really, really unique flavors on these. Like so unique. This Great Snake is so different. And I've definitely had carrot-based hot sauces before. But the fact that you made this a sweet, like brown sugar, spicy.
Sugary, yeah.
Nice.
It is. It's
Gotta be
normally-
different.
Yeah, I've tasted this sauce and it kind of tastes like this one, and I haven't been able to say that about any of
No,
these.
it's true because a lot
All
of
unique
times I
tastes.
taste something and I go, "Oh, it reminds me of that," or "Oh, it reminds me of this." With this,
Nuh-uh, these are all individual.
it's actually only
palates.
reminding me of like flavors from my childhood. You know,
Oh,
like when I'm like,
yeah.
tasting bread and butter.
You went all ratatouille on that.
Yeah. I'm like, and- no, but it is. It's so interesting tasting. The Mojave Green is the one with the bread and butter pickle, right? Not the bread and butter pickle, the bread and butter vinegar.
right.
Oh,
That's the
Interesting.
one that started it all.
You'll have to swig it. Swiggy. It's swiggable.
Ooh, there we go.
so good.
It really is.
It's
See,
so
now,
good. It is.
You see, she's going to be lining these up, future cap guns. She's going to be like, they're going to be cap guns? All right.
Ooh, cap guns. Yeah, I'll take a shot at it. I'll take a shot. Yeah. Taste it.
She'll be like, where's my Mojave Greens?
Oh, but this one. Oh. You can tell this one is a drink.
I mean, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't want any more because I will drink it all.
Mm.
I would drink it. I will just drink it.
I mean,
Put it on ice.
$5 a drink in the store.
It's
Hey,
so
I mean,
weird. It's
They
weird.
sell vinegar shooters, right? I mean, nothing wrong with
Yeah, exactly.
we'll sell it as a vitalizer, right?
in a like a 1.5 ounce shot,
Add some creatine and taurine and be like, yeah, man.
There you go.
Do you want to look like Pepper Bay?
Wonderful.
No, these are great.
Ooh,
Straight up.
I am,
straight up great.
yeah, I am a very, very, and also they did wake me up actually because right before,
Yeah, she'd been on-
and
she'd
now
been
I'm like,
really- She'd been hard into that nursing school, having to learn every bone. The bones that I didn't even know existed.
Right?
well, it's not the bones that are tricky, it's the little pieces of the bones.
Well, whatever. I mean,
They all
to
have
me, I'm
names.
like, it's a hand and it's messed up. I'm gonna try and fix it. What's wrong with it?
Oh, yeah, that's
It's
There
broken.
you go.
You don't get any of that.
Yeah, I'm like, it's broken, and
They're
I'm
like,
gonna try.
here's the thing, you have to stick it right here. Put it there. Why?
There you
Just
go.
do it.
Right?
Yeah.
Just do it. Yep. 'Cause like
Just
I
do
told
it. Don't
you.
question it. Yeah. I'm sure that's like what the first person that did the whatever, like the pen hole thing is. Do one of those is like, he said to do what with the pen? All right.
It's the tracheostomy is the whole.
Tracheostomy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The tracheotomy is what you do to get the tracheostomy. I just learned the
Oh,
difference.
God, it's so great.
So yeah,
I'm glad you got a nice little break from that.
Right.
guys, appreciate it. I'm gonna go right back to it.
Well, good luck.
Well, yeah. Thanks for having me on, guys. This has been awesome. Like, seriously, I appreciate all that you guys do, Jip. Especially doing the MC work that you do. I mean, Hot Mama, without you, I don't think the Women of Fire would have started to become a thing. So we appreciate all that you do for this club and this community, and I really appreciate you guys having me on and allowing me to share my business with everybody. So
Definitely.
Thank you
Yeah.
for being here. No, I forgot. Did we buy these or did he send these?
No,
to us?
we bought these, and
Yeah.
it was he gave me such a friggin' deal. It was really hard, Again, fantastic deal, but and he's given money and still giving money back, which very admirable, brother, very admirable.
I like-
even on top of that, even on top of the deal you give me, he was still. I think when I got it, there came a note came with it, and he's like, "Thank you for your purchase, but know that some of your purchase is going to help the city of Mojave." And I love seeing.
We like that. We really
love that.
We like to support as much as possible. We like to support you guys, and the fact that you guys are also supporting everybody else. It's like if we all support each other, we live in a society.
Exactly.
if one of us wins, we all win.
Yep.
Simple as that, for
Go
sure.
forward for sure.
Oh, learning about hot sauce and medical slang. Oh, well, we Stay tuned for more of that.
Right.
We have
Leave it all here.
Next week, I think it might be James Jackson. I think.
James Jackson.
I think
James, we may have him.
I think he's next week. I'll have to check, but I think he's.
He keeps the schedule in his head. I don't know.
Oh my!
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, this is James's candy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's got that little skull thing
really
with these
cool
little boxes.
So next week,
and he's got that.
I've heard dangerous things.
Oh man!
I've heard dangerous things about those delicious candies. So
it's because of your big candy. It's because of your 9mm that I like them.
Woo! Sorry, that hot.
Like I said, I started. Are you selling more of those too? Before I let you go, is there any other products other than hot sauce that you're doing?
As of right now, I'm working on growing. I've got about a ½ acre available to me that I'm going to be trying to grow some peppers on. So right now they're starting out in the tent you see directly behind me, and they'll move out there. But it'll definitely come out. I'll be doing. I mean, the sky's the limit. Whatever, the peppers are so unique that they give us the availability to not really throw anything away. When you're doing a ferment, you can still save the clumpage, dry it out, and mix it in with some herbs and spices, and you've got yourself a dry rub. So there's plenty to be done with peppers, and as far as products coming from the company, we've got the hot sauce. We've also got face masks. If you want to rep, the logo. I had in one of the random, when I first started this journey in the pepper groups, somebody ran. Sorry, my dog started barking. There you go.
One right there.
Well, those aren't for sale, but the Mojave Green logo ones are for sure.
You can't buy those from Pepper Bay. He made those.
Does it have this logo on it? Like a kissy face?
It doesn't actually. I should have had one. My mother-in-law has made me ones like that, but I actually am not selling those. Baby, or is one of the. I got it. 2 seconds. So somebody on one of the pepper pages.
Ooh, I like it. Oh, that's great. It's a snake around a hot pepper.
Right, and it's in the shape of an M for Mojave.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a really awesome logo. I love it.
So this guy that I randomly met on one of the pepper groups midway through last year. I had said something about, or he said something about there. Hey, I'm bored because of this COVID stuff, sitting at home. So if anybody wants a design or a logo made for free, let me know. And I honestly, why not? I'll throw my hat in the ring, see what happens with it. And I thought I was going to get a very simple logo. The logo is so incredibly detailed. It's more detailed than it would take me a long while to explain why it's so detailed, but it's like more detailed than like T-Rexes and that kind of 3D imagery is in like Jurassic Park. So this guy put a lot of effort into it. He's a real great guy. I'll post something on my page about how to get in contact with him if somebody needs something done, but he's a great guy, sitting out in the middle of Spain with nothing to do because they're locked down harder than California is right now. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, then, perfect. Well, then we'll talk to you guys soon. We're going to knock you backstage and sign out.
I think we're going to finish it up, but this has been really fantastic. I really enjoyed all of your sauces. Well,
thank you so much.
The Red Mama.
It's the Red Mama.
The Red Mama.
Yeah, I'm all set.
I really enjoyed that a lot. So thank you so much for coming and explaining them all.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
And so we will see you around for sure. Yeah, but bye.
Sons of Fire. All right, guys. As you saw there was Chris Fisher, the Pepper Bay.
That was fantastic.
And yeah, it was it not? And
I mean, so good. Honestly, I'm hard pressed to pick a favorite.
I know. Well, I know. Obviously.
His favorite's the Red Mama. It's the hottest.
For
me,
it's the hottest, but it's the tastiest.
Okay, so I loved the crate snake.
anything, like I say, not above a 4 in heat.
Loved the Shaw Snake Redemption.
All of these are great.
Loved the Mojave Green. So I guess this is this might be my favorite. This one, because it's just so ubiquitous. Like, I feel like I could put this on everything. Plus, it transported me to my childhood and made me feel like I was eating bread and butter pickles from my grandpa's.
I'm losing all those sauces. That's why I'm holding on to this one.
Also, loved the Sidewinder and the Hatchling Mustard. They were all good. Everything was good. So that's what I've got to say about that. So next week we'll be back. I don't know what time. Well,
we'll figure out with James. We'll talk to James and see what's a good time for him. It all depends on, whether he's mountain or Pacific or Central or Eastern or Hawaiian or Polish or all of them. Anyway, but we'll figure out a time.
But we'll be here next Sunday.
Definitely for episode 12 with, I think, James Jackson's Candies. Looking forward to this. He's got some pixie dust that's like amazing.
Yep. So stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That's the first time I've ever said that.
I don't think I ever said that.
Don't forget to subscribe to Sons of Fire and smash that like button. Share it with all your friends.
We got a private chat too.
Oh, we got a private chat. Oh, he just said goodbye.
Yeah, I'll go.
So
no, he's got to go to work. He's got to go to work. Pepper Bay has got a busy day.
Yep.
So after he's done with us, he's off to work to earn that dollar to keep making those excellent sauces. So like I said, member of Sons of Fire, been on there for quite a while and make some great stuff. Yeah, great stuff.
Mojave Green hot sauce. So good, guys. So good. Definitely check it out if you can. So Jason, don't forget to get in touch with Pepper Schism. You have won some free hot sauce. Yeah, so
it's good. Carissa's gonna love them.
Yay! Yeah, they're really good. You're gonna love it. So we, I think, are finished. I have been Hot Mama Alex.
I've been Jeff the Fireman, and this has been the Sunday Spice Show, episode 11 with Mojave Green hot sauce. Stay spicy.